Hi students, this is a demonstration for how to use AI to make your PSA. And the one that I'm choosing to use, which is the one I use most often for just lots of different things, is Canva. Now Canva has a free, is accessible, it's free. I use the paid version, so there may be some advanced features you see on my screen that you may not have. But you should be able to do most of the basic things that I'm going to show you when we use Canva for AI. Now, don't forget, Canva can be used also for just making your own image, right? Using your own, instead of using AI. So you can use it both ways. I'm gonna choose to use AI because that's the demonstration I want to give. Now, I'm going to start. You can do the create first. Which takes you to a place where you select what you're creating. And since I'm just going to use AI, and you would use the create if you were going to design your own. So let me go there real quick just to show you, right? Like you would say, okay, I'm making a poster. That might be a good one, or a document. You could make an image on any of those, and you could get one that goes the other way as well. Just tell it what you want. If you type in the word poster, you'll get different options. So that's what you can use as a canvas to create, whether you're using AI or not. But if you know you're just going to be kind of using AI for this, what I'm going to tell you guys to do is probably go to the Canva AI. Now, this is where I already have some things selected because I was playing around with it earlier. I have image. I didn't even select a style because I don't want to think about that right at this moment for this presentation. I left it at the square, though I could change that depending on my needs, what I was doing. And I just left it on premium because it was automatically put there. That might be something that's limited on the free version. You might just get like standard or something like that, but that's okay. That's not that important. Okay, so you're going to when you go to the Canva AI, you're gonna start an image. I'm just gonna wing it. I have a basic idea. Okay, so this is kind of my go-to thing. If you have seen a presentation with me doing this before, it's probably a similar topic. Okay, now I'm going to just do this and see what we get. Now, it's going to go into the kind of conversation mode, and that's good. Now, please notice and please save your prompts, okay? You're going to want to save this history because you will need to save your prompts. Always save your prompts when you're using AI. Okay, so I'm getting things that I'm not too crazy about. That's not exactly what I was looking for. Oh, that one's not too bad, but still not what I was looking for. And you don't want to go with the first thing because you want to sculpt. You need to make decisions about the look, the layout, the color. You need to make decisions so you have something to write about for your part two. Because if you don't have specifics on that, then you're not showing me how intentional you were. So you don't want to use the first thing. You do want. So I'm not happy with this. I'm going to copy this prompt. I'm going to kind of repaste it, and then I'm going to revise it, except I don't need that part. And so I'm going to make some more specific choices of a 12-year-old girl eating broccoli. Instead of around, I'm going to, because I like the way they did that kid on the right there. Let's say surrounded by kids. And I'm going to even clarify the same age eating hamburgers. Okay, so let's see what we get. So I put in something more specific for what I was looking for. And it's going to give me some other options. And I probably won't like those either. Or there may be some hallucinations. You might get some weird things that don't even make sense. Like this one I wouldn't choose because it's got a burger too. Like that kind of defeats the whole purpose of my message. This one just, it's doesn't seem realistic, right? This one seems a little more realistic, but they're so crowded in, so I might try to clarify that. But I'm working with such a narrow space. Like that one, obviously this is kind of silly. See, that's kind of like a AI thing where it just doesn't make sense. Why are there like all these burgers stacked on each other? It's a burger frenzy. So I'm going to copy my last prompt and I'm going to revise it again. I'm using the same prompt so I don't lose what my initial one was. I just kind of build on it. So I'm going to do this surrounded by with a enthusiastic look on her face, and she's staring at the viewers of the image. Now I'm getting like really, just because sometimes you really have to clarify things, because some of these subjects, they're looking down, they're looking away, so that's something I might worry about. And while I'm waiting on that, I'm already realizing some other things I might want to do. So I'm going to grab this. Okay, that's probably, maybe I don't want to say enthusiastic because they look a little possessed. Again, this is what it's like working with AI. So I might go back in, and it's too zoomed in. So it zoomed in more. So I'm going to take out what I did because I'm going to take this part out too. I think that made it too zoomed in. I'm assuming that's why. With a happy expression, maybe, we'll see if that, in a red shirt, a red top. Let's just see what happens. Okay. So again, I'm trying, see this one over here, she just went all in and just grabbed the broccoli, not even holding it with her hands. So some of these are going to be just hilarious, and you have to, think of your audience and what you're trying to accomplish. But again, with AI, you really have to have a conversation. So some of these are, okay, a little better. At least I got the red shirt I wanted. This one might be good. Can't see what that kid's holding there. This looks like some kind of hallucination thing, so I wouldn't want that one. So I would probably, if this is one I was going to use, then that's the one I would use. Now, I would keep my prompt, but I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you guys one I made earlier that I think is closer to what I'm doing. Okay, so this is one I did before. Now, when I made my prompt, it was a very similar prompt, but I said a red top. And I was meaning a shirt, and instead it gave me a little girl wearing a hijab. And I actually thought that was kind of a happy accident, and I really like it because for my message, my whole message, which I'm going to write here for you guys, is actually more along the lines of, eating healthy and pressure you get from, making good choices when you're a kid, when you're surrounded by others. So I'm just going to write this. Come easily when you have friends like these. So this is the ad that I liked, the image I liked the best of all my little practices that I did before I started recording. I didn't get as good ones okay, so let's say now I can change this text and make it a different color, make it I can put it in a different location. But if this was my PSA, that's what I have. But the happy accidents do happen, and because the child, because they made this change to the child, I thought it emphasized the differences between the focus character in the ad and the friends outside. Now the friends look happy and but that's the whole point, is when you have friends like these, you love them, they're great, they're nice to you, but they make bad choices. It's harder for you to make good choices. But also, this was another happy accident. They put the AI put some fries with the broccoli, and I thought that was a little more realistic for a kid. So that's why I decided to keep that. And these are all choices I would write about. I would explain the happy accents. I would explain what the AI gave that I actually decided to use. I would explain all the choices I made. And again, preserve your prompts, save your prompts, because you might need those for your citations later. Okay, so I will help you do that in our other assignments this week, but I hope this demonstration helped give you a little bit of an idea of how to use Canva.